Hi everyone! Today we're going to make a pantry staple that you can use in lots of other recipes. We're going to make Italian seasoned breadcrumbs. Now I use these to make breaded fish or chicken or veal cutlets, or you can use them as a binder with an egg in things like hamburger or fish cakes, and you can also sprinkle them on top of things like pasta dishes. So come on, let me show you how we're going to make them. To make our breadcrumbs today, we're going to use these rolls that I have that have gotten stale. They're kind of crunchy and hard. You want to use dried out bread. Now you can also use sliced bread if you want, and if you're finding that it's not quite stale or dry enough, you can pop it into the toaster for a minute, or you can lay them out on a sheet pan and pop them in the oven to dry them out, or even after you grind them up, you can toast them in a pan for a little bit. Now, if you want to make panko style breadcrumbs, that's actually bread that has had the crust removed, so it's using the delicate part of the inside of the bread that is a little lighter and fluffier, but it's ground up in a coarser manner. So you have these light kind of coarse breadcrumbs. We're just gonna make the standard very fine breadcrumbs. So let's go. Here are the dried herbs I'm using to season our breadcrumbs. I have dried parsley, oregano, basil, and a pinch of red pepper flakes. Now I'm choosing purposely not to use salt. You could add salt if you want to, or you can even add black pepper. Now, it's important to use dried herbs in this recipe because we're going to keep these in the pantry for a while. If you do want to use fresh herbs to season your breadcrumbs, you're going to have to use the breadcrumbs immediately. Because anytime you add any kind of moisture to a recipe, it has the potential to eventually start growing bacteria, and we want these to stay in the pantry for a week or two. You could also use an herb blend, like I have this Italian seasoning mix here, that would work just as well. Or if you wanted to do different flavors, I'm choosing to make mine Italian. You could make them more Greek by maybe adding some rosemary and mint, or you can even make them French style by using an herb de Provence or adding some thyme. So it's really up to you what you want to add to your herb blend. Just make sure that they're dry. Now it's time to add our dried herbs. Just going to stir them in. I like to use parsley because you can see it really well. And now at this point, see if you think you want a little more. But there you go. These are store-bought. These are homemade. Can't even tell the difference. Now these breadcrumbs can keep in an airtight container for up to 2 weeks in your pantry, or you can even freeze them. So I hope you try this recipe for yourself. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye.